UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis addressed the ongoing debate surrounding who should get the next title shot after a wild night at UFC 308. Khamzat Chimaev defeated former titleholder Robert Whittaker by first-round submission in the UFC 308 co-main event last weekend. Chimaev, who is now 2-0 in his middleweight tenure, is on the cusp of getting his shot at UFC gold after a roller coaster last few years. Sean Strickland, who hasn't fought since a win over Paulo Costa at UFC 302, is also in the mix. Strickland lost to du Plessis by split decision at UFC 297 in January. Strickland has remained adamant about waiting for a title shot instead of fighting another top contender. But his hiatus might not be worth the wait after du Plessis's latest comments after UFC 308. In a recent interview with TMZ Sports, du Plessis said Chimaev deserves the next title shot over a Strickland rematch. "I completely welcome the Strickland rematch. I'd love to get that finish because for Sean, he needs a win back. I need a finish," du Plessis said. He doesn't mind fighting boring fights like most of his fights. That's why he has 7 or 8 decision wins. For me, I want to fight a guy like Khamzat to throw down. Not going to jab for 5 rounds. It was a close fight, but there was no doubt in my mind that I won that fight. Strickland just beat Paulo Costa in a very boring fight, once again right after our fight, du Plessis continued. Whether it was close or not, it's still a loss. Khamzat, they've hyped up this guy for so long, he hasn't lost, but the fight cancellations and him being sick, sometimes that's out of our control. But he was the first guy to ever submit Rob, and he did it in the first round, and that warrants him jumping the gun on Sean Strickland for me. Personally, that's a fight I'd rather want. Because that's a fight the people want, more fans want, and I believe Khamzat is the next best guy.